All right, let's talk about contact forms. And of course, contact forms are simply for your audience to get a hold of you and also for you to build up your email list. Now, if you don't know what an email list is, it is simply that a storage of all the people that ever contacted you on your email list. And what you use with that is to send them newsletters or to keep them up to date about your blog. So, in order to make a contact form, you have to know some language called PHP, some other one called MySQL, and you have to know about databases. Now, in order to do that, it takes a long time actually. And when you do have a database, you have to worry about security and things like that. But our good friends somewhere around the world already made companies that have contact forms for free, and they deal with all the security and things like that. So simply just go to their website, make an account, and you can get started with your own contact forms. So there's ones I found. One I used before was 123 contact form. Like I said, just go in there, just check out their features, browser site, and if you like it, just sign up. It's free, and they also got a paid version. Now I used to use this a couple of years ago, but it was more for just kind of practice fun. When I make websites, I would just paste this in there just in case somebody did come across it and happen to fill out the form. It will still work in the same fashion. So I used that for a couple of years. The one I use now is called MailChimp, and it's the same thing. It's nice and free. They got a paid version. You can go ahead and browse around and see if you like this better than 123 contact form. And there are a lot of other ones also, but it seems these two are pretty solid, and pretty well known also. So pick which one you want, sign up, fill in the information, get your login, your username, and your password, and go ahead and log in. So while you do that, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video, and you should pause it too so you can fill out the forms and stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna log in and show you a little bit more. Now I'm gonna log into my MailChimp, not my 123 contact form one. So yeah, I'm gonna pause the video, log in, and show you a little bit more about how to get the forms and how to get the code. Okay, so here I am logged into my MailChimp account. Now I'm at the dashboard, and I think you should be here too. So this is where you are going to create your forms and lists. Now I already got two lists already made. So let's just go to start building your audience. So if you sign up forms, well, you should be able to, it's going to start off from scratch really, and then you're going to make a list, and you call it your blog subscribers if you want. And then when you go right there, after you're done with that, you will go to this place. Now you can embed your forms to the site of blogging. Just read it, build, design, translate forms, things like that. So mainly these two are what you're gonna deal with. So you can go through them and see what fits for you. So you can use this type of style, but I think the other one is a lot easier. So we just do embed forms. So you select that one. So now here you got your form. So if you want to like style it and do things like that, you would have to know CSS, which I will talk about later on. But for the most part, this is what your form will be. So you can change this to get in touch, things like that, to whatever you want. It'll change that. You can change the length of these things, but for the most part, that's where you'll get your form. So you form width right here. You can put it as much as you want. I just want to talk about this code in this area right here. So I'm going to go ahead and open my contact form, which I don't have open yet. So I'm going to go contact form, open it in my Sublime Text. Now, if you go to your contact page, you will see, alright, well, I have to look for get in touch and an image around there, alright? So that's fine. Let me scroll down, alright, bring you some good information so I know where I'm at, categories, alright. So here we are, the middle container. So now we got our contact form. So I got a div contact module. So anything in this block is going to be referring to my contact. Alright, so now that we got that, let's go back to MailChimp. And now, so this is going to be the top part. So go right here to this style. Well, I don't know why they don't just let you just kind of copy and paste just this. Oh yes, they do now. Finally. Before it was like if I try to copy only this piece, it will select everything. So I'm gonna just copy and paste that for the style, and everything above that. So you're gonna have to add this between your head tags, which is all right here. So where this head ends, you can tell by that dash or the forward slash. Simply paste that right there. And as you can see, there's a little bit of their CSS, and this is my CSS. But in that same thing, it's still the same. Got your link, and it points to this type of style. So you can literally copy this into your web browser, and it might show up. So this is the code and the style. But let's not worry about that too much. All we want is to simply paste it in there. So now I got that in there. I'm gonna go back to MailChimp, scroll down a little bit, and now all this from this div ID MailChimp embedded signup. So we're just gonna grab all that. Go right there and simply copy it. And simply paste it right under this get in touch, because that is my title. So you can see right here, MailChimp embedded signup. So I'm gonna go grab that and just basically delete all that until here. Paste all that in there. Now, since we don't need this script right here, well, we do, but it's not supposed to be in here. So I want you to go ahead and grab that script, copy that, and now delete it. And that script you can put all the way at the bottom right before this close body tag. So I'm going to go ahead and save that, and hopefully that will work. Refresh. Alright, taking a little bit longer, but that's fine unless I did something wrong in the code. Everything looks good. Yeah, I think it's taking forever. Alright, so it did change up. Well, the reason it took forever is because if I was in my web hosting, then it will find it a lot more faster because it's already like online. So since I'm in my own server on my own desktop or laptop, it just kind of got to go out, you know, and go find the server. But once you're online, it'll work a whole lot smoother. But as you can see, this is the form, and it's completely different than mine. So that's simply what you got to do. Just get your form and all this information. So basically this div, anything you see the script right here, that all goes at the bottom where I just showed you. And this div is your form all the way until right there. So just keep that in mind. There's three pieces. This top part is for that goes in between your head tags, which is this, all the way to this piece right there. So anything between that is for web browser. Alright. Next is your actual form with the lines, which is all right there. Well, not this script part, but when it's where this form is and this div, anything after that div is not in the form. So basically that piece all the way to here is where your form is going to be, which we just talked about right now. So I just deleted my old form and pasted in that new one. And now that bottom piece, the source, is some other stuff, well, JavaScript right here. But that's for, it kind of helps the browser point to their account or your account, or it goes to MailChimp, says, all right, I have this account and it belongs to this person, and I want to be able to get the information that's used in the form and be able to be sent to your MailChimp account. So that's what this kind of script, all this stuff. So this script, as we mentioned, goes all the way at the bottom, all right here. So it's a 3-piece part, just keep that in mind. And yeah, now you got your form. Simple as that. So keep it, keep that in mind. And it also is going to go for your contact form. We'll go to your single blog, and same thing with your subscribe box right here. The same exact thing. You just simply find it, which is in your right column. So you just simply go, all right, I'm in my right column. Scroll down until you see your form or subscribe. All right, here we are, subscribe, and right here will be your form. So you simply delete this all the way to this form and then paste in the code right there. So let me see what will happen if, I really don't want to. Let me just keep it this way. So the same thing goes. You're gonna add in this form, same thing, same pieces, same 3-piece. You got your top piece, which is everything right there. And then right below the style is your div, MailChimp embedded sign up. And you scroll all the way down to that end, copy that, and that's where you're gonna paste that into your subscribe box. And the same thing goes with this script right here, is gonna be pasted at the bottom. So no matter what page you're on, if you have a subscribe box, it's still gonna be in those three orders right there. One at the top, the one in the middle goes right here wherever you want it, and then the script goes all the way at the bottom. And as you can see in the contact form, it doesn't show up. Alright, if it loads, come on, load for your boy. But anywho, the script does not show up. It's all for the web browser. So just keep that in mind when you're adding in your contact forms. Well, I guess it's not loading too good for me, but hopefully that all makes sense. Remember that. And as you can see, there is nothing called scripts or anything. So keep an eye on this form right here, and I'm going to revert everything back to normal so you can see the difference. Save it. Alright, so you can see how mine is different than theirs, but in the same fashion it will work, because the only thing I did was use style to make it look different. So there you go. That is your contact forms. Now as far as that goes, that's probably the best thing you can do. And there's a way to add an email link like this. So this will be a link, and they'll click it, and then it will open their email like Outlook on their desktop. But I don't like to use that, because most people don't use their desktop emails. So they usually sign into their Google account, or Gmail, or maybe Yahoo, the Ymail. So they'll usually use it in that form. So most likely they'll use a contact form. They'll put their email right here, the name, last name, and whatever they want right here, and subscribe button. They just click that, and voila, all the information is sent to you. So now that we talked about that, let's talk about some CSS and styling. And we are going to style mainly the single blog page. We'll go through that, and then I might mention a little bit more after that, but we will talk about styling your page.